In this video, you will learn about multiplying fractions using the cross-canceling method. Before we get started, I want to clarify something about cross-canceling. Cross-canceling will not always work. So in the previous video, we learned how to multiply fractions, and a lot of people might not like to simplify the fraction. It just gets complicated. They're not good at their divisibility rules, and it's just a lot of work. And sometimes people do forget. So cross-canceling could be helpful because it simplifies your fraction already, and you do not have to simplify any further. I do not. I think some people might like it, some people might not. It's your choice if you want to use it or not. Some people really, really do like it because they don't have to simplify at the end. But it's kind of the same thing because I'll show you how we do it. But the one thing is cross-canceling will not always work. There's certain things you have to look out for. So for example, I have 2 over 9. And I want to times it by 3 over 5. Let's just do it in the normal way, how we usually do, right? We would usually do these two together, and then at the end, we would just usually do these two. So now, 2 times 3 is 6, and then 9 times 5 is 45. Right away, we know this is not simplified enough. The simplified version would be 2/15. I knew this because the divisibility rules helped me. But if you get confused, you don't know, okay, I could divide this by 3, and I could divide that by 3. Some people may not be really good at it, and they get confused. So that's why some people like using the cross-canceling method. Let me tell you how that works. So I'm going to rewrite it, I'm going to write it a little bit big. So what you would do. First, you're going to create this little butterfly. This helps just so you can differentiate. Now, you're going to see, we'll start with 2 and 5. Do 2 and 5 have any single common factors, right? Except 1. Well, other than that, no, right? 2 and 5 don't have any other factors, right? Similar factors. Let's see about 3 and 9. Do 9 and 3 have any? Okay, so 3 has a 3, and so does 9. So right away, they both have 3 in common. So let's divide both of them by 3. So 9 divided by 3, right? Divide that by 3. And that gives me, 9 divided by 3 gives me a 3. And 3 divided by 3 gives me a 1. Now what I would do is, let me make this a little smaller. What I would now do is I would rewrite it on the bottom, 2, but this time not using 9, the simplified version, and 1, 5. Now just times, right, the regular thing. We didn't have to simplify. Kind of gets by the same idea because before, if you don't have to simplify now, you did simplify right over here where we were doing the 3 and the 1. But some people like it because sometimes they forget the end, right? Get it over with before. But again, I'm reminding you guys again that it would not always work, and it's not always the case. This time we have 2 numbers that have the same factors, but it won't be like that always. Let's do one more. Let's do 3 and 7 times by 14 over 3. So again, for this video, let's just do the cross-canceling method because see if it works. If you do not like cross-canceling method, you do not have to use it. It's optional. If you like using the traditional one, you can still do that. But for the sake of this video, let's see if you can cross-cancel. So I would recommend pause this video and try to solve this out by yourself. I'm assuming by now you already paused the video, so let's go over it. So do 7 and 14. So 7 and 14 have any similar factors, the highest one. So you would think, they may have, 7, right? That's the first thing that should pop up in your head, 7. So I can divide both by 7. This would be a 2 now, and this would be a 1. Now, can I do the same thing? Let's do a 3. Are there any similar factors? There is a 3. So now I cancel off. Both become 1. So now it's 1 over 1 times a 2 over 1, which equals 2 over 1 That's 2. So see, it just limits your work, because now if I didn't do this method, it would be a lot more complicated. It would be 20. It would be 20. So if I did 3 times 14, that is 3. That is 42. It would have been 42 over 21. And some people may have a hard time with it, but then that would be 2. It just shortens your step, but it really, really doesn't, because right now I just did that while I was cross-canceling, but you don't have to worry about it yet. Let's do one more. Let's do 4 over 5 and 3 over 8. So there is this one. Again, pause this video and we'll go over 8. So cross-canceling only would work if you simplified here right. So what do I mean when I say that? Let's say if you do, what's the factor? You probably said 2. Now you divide both by 2, but it's not the highest one. If you didn't simplify enough, your answer isn't going to be fully simplified. You might have noticed. So you may have done this wrong, because what's the highest one technically? It's 4. Divide both by 4, and I get 1, and I get 2. 3 and 5 don't go, so I don't have to do it because there's no any common factors. So that's why it should be 1/5 times 3, 2. Some people might have done, if they divide by 2, they would have done 2/5 times by 3, 4. That would have been 6/20. And they would have said, and this isn't simplified enough, because they didn't simplify fully. They have to have the highest right factor. So the correct answer would have been 3 over 10. And again, this could have simplified. If you do not like this cross-canceling method, may be complicated, you don't have to. So this is optional. If some people like it, some people don't. It's your choice if you want to use this method or not. Again, this cross-canceling method thing is, it would not always work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it won't work. Hopefully this video